Hello, my name is Nick Baker, and I am from Carmel, Indiana, which is just 30 minutes north of Indianapolis, and that is where I'm currently living right now. So one life-changing event that occurred in my life would be between my sophomore, junior, and senior year of high school. So throughout the years, I was a show choir kid. I love to do show choir, which that is singing and dancing and going and competing at competitions. And so my school has a very prestigious show choir called Ambassadors, which is a guys and girls show choir. And they go around competing. They just competed in California this year. They compete all around Indiana and Ohio. So they're very prestigious and they're very good at what they do. And so my first year in show choir was my sophomore year. And I wasn't really expecting to get into Ambassadors. Just because I hadn't had much experience in the show choir world. So I got into the choir called Blue and Gold. And they are a mixed ensemble as well, but they don't go around and compete. They only perform at the concerts at the school that they have, the fall, the winter, and the spring concert. So it was good to get introduced to the show choir world just in the aspect of singing and dancing. But my junior year, I was really hoping to get into Ambassadors, just because Blue and Gold wasn't at the tier that I was at, and I was just really hoping to get into Ambassadors, just so that way I can go around and start competing and start doing an actual set. And a set is when you combine different songs and from different artists and musicals or something like that and create a story. And it's really cool to see all the different sets from the different show choirs, from what they have composed together. And so my junior year, I was really hoping to get into Ambassadors, but unfortunately I did not, and I made it into Blue and Gold again. And so that year for me, it was really slow, and I didn't like it that much, and just because the other people, they didn't really care. They were only there maybe for their art credit or their music credit for school, and so they weren't as passionate as I was about it. And so after that year, I just kind of said to myself, I'm just not going to try out for Ambassadors anymore. I just don't want to do it anymore just because it's not fun. But my parents, they really wanted me to do it because they loved seeing me perform in Blue and Gold. Even though we weren't that good, they still loved it, and they still loved seeing me up there on stage. And so I got persuaded into auditioning for Ambassadors, but I said to them, if I don't make Ambassadors, then I'm not going to do choir at all. And so I auditioned, and the audition went super well, and I finally made it into Ambassadors for my senior year of high school. And that is probably the best decision I've ever made, because that year it was filled with memories and fun and laughter, and it was just so much fun to be able to go around and compete and meet new choirs and meet new people and build relationships with them and be up on stage performing. So the lesson that I pulled away from that is, just never give up, and don't be discouraged if for a couple years, if you don't like what you're doing, but then you get an opportunity to do something that you would like, definitely go for it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.